Well, I'll tell you, Danny Davis was the original starter. Danny had the flu, so it was kind of a last-minute thing this morning that we put Brian in there. And look, that's Brian Adkins has had a handful of those games in his career, as everybody knows. And when we needed it most, he did it. I mean, really, on Championship Sunday. And Brian, listen, we all knew Brian had it in him. He's been up and down a little bit throughout the year. Struggled the other day, but you could see it in BA's eyes today that the guy was locked in and he was ready to go. And I'm just proud for him. I mean, I'm proud for him. He's a senior. He's done so much for this program in the starts and the innings. So it was awesome for him to do it. You're right, and the story begins and ends. First of all, Brian Adkins did a great job.
Was there any particular pitch really working out for him today? Looked like they were out.
No, I mean, to be honest, I think his fastball and changeup were pretty good, which is what he does. The key for BA is he's got to stay down zone. I mean, he doesn't throw hard. He's a pitchability lefty, so he's got to stay down zone. There's not a lot of margin of error with a guy like that, and he consistently threw his pitches for strikes and stayed down the zone.
Did have no hits, but there was 5 2/3.
I think so, yeah.
4 2/3. Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Did a great job.
To mention that, but you're looking at the scoreboard.
No, he did a terrific job for us today.
Yeah, talk about the bats coming alive, getting the 10-run roll, even really big.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, I thought we did a good job. I mean, look, we kind of had the game plan was we knew, listen, that their bullpen was taxed a little bit, and their starter is a freshman and had some success, and obviously we were able to put some pretty good at bats together. We didn't run the bases very well in the beginning of the game. If there's one thing I got to take out of it that we need to get better, that was certainly it. We ran ourselves out of the inning with some just terrible base running blunders, to be honest with you. First inning, we make the first out at third base. That shouldn't happen, and a couple other things. But the guys overcame and really rose up, so I'm proud of them.
It's going to be a good momentum boost going into this week. I know the guys got finals, everything don't have a midweek game, but they got to leave this weekend on a high note before another big series next weekend. I mean,
I certainly hope so. It's one of the things that I've been disappointed with is that just our inconsistency. It's not the work ethic of the guys' attitude. It's been great. I've been saying that all year, but I mean, just look at what we did last week. We go and we beat Rice 2-3, nearly sweep them, and then unfortunately on Tuesday we played terrible. I mean, we didn't play well. Everybody knows that. And then we came out here and we played pretty well on Saturday and Sunday, and made some errors on Friday. So yes, the hopes is in the midst of exams that we can kind of continue, and we're going to play a very good Houston team. And listen, I just told the guys, I say it every year, the key to being successful when you're playing games during exams is to balance your time. I mean, you have to be able to balance your time, meaning you've got to be able to do both. And if you don't balance your time with your academics, then you're going to be tired, and that's going to affect your baseball and vice versa. So this week when you're in exams, it's all about time management.
Give the guys a couple of days off, or no game, or you have coming up?
Yeah, I mean, we're actually going to follow a pretty similar schedule, to be honest with you. You know what it is? There's so many online classes. That's one of the differences. I mean, really, there's so many online classes. Everybody's got kind of exams spread out. It's one of the unique things, one of the great things about UCF. We have so many options, but there aren't as many. You have class on Wednesday at 3 and those things. So for us, we're going to keep a pretty similar schedule, from that standpoint, and we'll practice a little bit lighter on Tuesday and then scrimmage on Wednesday.
Yeah, I had a few hours. I found out around 8:30 this morning when I showed up at the field that Danny couldn't go today, and just had to get my mind right and lock in, get ready for a start.
I know you're excited to get another opportunity out there. I know your last start did not go as well. Were you excited for the chance to try to redeem yourself, especially here on the home field?
100%. I mean, once you have an outing like that, all you want to do is get back on the mound as quick as you can, and I got that opportunity and did the most with it.
I got to ask you, for a few innings there, it was a 0 up on the board. I don't know if it's something you were trying not to think about. It looked like, after they got the first hit, you kind of took your hat off and it kind of made a little gesture. What was going through your mind as you were no-hitting them, I guess, for a while?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty rare for me as a contact pitcher. You're likely to find a hole here and there and give up some hits. But, I mean, my defense played great, and Talday was working really hard for me back there. And, I mean, they made some plays that probably could have been hits early in the game, so they helped me out a lot.
I think that 4th inning, I think you ended the inning on a strikeout. You got pretty excited there. I know, just talk about that play and that emotion, it looked like you were really getting into it.
Yes, I mean, that's my competitive nature. I mean, I've been like that my whole life. It's really the only way I know how to pitch. And anytime I'm not like that, I'm more likely to be not successful. So, yeah, I try to go in there with a fierce mindset and just try to attack hitters.
Does it feel good just to help the team get a big win? This was such an important game to win this series, and they got a big week ahead. No games, finals week. Does it feel good to go out?
Yeah, I mean, it feels awesome. It's been too long since I've given our team that kind of outing, and they deserved it the way they've been working. and I'm glad I could give it to him after a couple not so good outings that I've been giving him.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Ryan.